Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to the Youth Only Challenge. It's episode 24, it's a historic day. We are officially going to the Bundesliga. We have just secured our place in promotion. We've gone out there. Thanks, mate. It's been a great stream. Also important to note here, YouTube, that I look a little bit worse for wear. That's how it looks after you've been streaming for 11 hours and 10 minutes. Links down below. Come follow me live on Twitch. Who doesn't want to watch a guy push himself to the limit of gaming and stream in front of a computer for 11 hours for his day off? Anyhow, board set me 5 mil for next season. We've gone out there. We've done what we've needed to do. And look, Miliendres, happy we got promoted. We've been promoted. There's all your official stuff. Rollins is happy. Patrick's happy. Zavas is happy. Burden's happy. Anderson's happy. Ortega's happy. Anderson's happy again. Patrick's happy to stay. Board's delighted with the vision. Like, it's all just like unbelievable, which is fantastic. And I cannot believe we are actually there. As you can see, we've got a massive old gap. We can still finish second, I think, if we go to where is team competitions? Yeah, I know we've automatically won the title. Never mind. Okay, so we still haven't won the title, which is great. All our promises have been succeeded as well. In terms of the run of results since we last met, SPVVG and St. Pauli were 2 big games, and then big KSC, Darmstadt, Schalke, Ratstock. Yet again, like I've been saying, clean sheets are your best friend, boys. This year has been the first year we've actually strung together clean sheets and just. It's been next level. Like Bloomberg, since we've signed a goalkeeper, has kept 16 clean sheets this season. And, once we made the signing of Reece Artis, who's going to go away with Australia's under World Cup squad, that he's going to come in and be the main man. Look at him. He's 17 with, one-on-ones and determination he's driven. Bloomberg's kind of said, hey, what about me? It isn't fair. I've had enough and I want my share. And he's come in and done exactly that. And it just showed that, apart from being unambitious and not wanting to develop, he's actually decided to pull his finger out and just turn into an absolute monster as well in goals, which is great. In terms of the squad looks fantastic. Now, what we're going to do for the rest of this episode is we've got a couple of things we could do, which is just end it here and that's it. But what I think we're going to do, we're going to come back after these end of these games of Bielefeld, Hanover, Atcham, and the Wolfsburger Kickers, and we're going to go and just go through the squad and see exactly what we may now need to go and sign, and maybe what we don't need to sign. And there's also a question: what do you do with Batten and what do you do with Yeppy? Do you get these guys back? You don't get these guys back? I'm not too sure what you do. What I would like to say is we've only got 5 mil to spend, as you can see that our guaranteed budget, because we don't have a lot of money in the club. If people ask me where the money's gone, I'm building a stadium. I've just improved the youth facilities, the training facilities, youth recruitment, youth coaching. So that 30 million has just gone bye-bye because we're building a new stadium. Important to note that's definitely needed because if you look at our facilities, you look at our stadium, you go to profile, general, profile. There we are. Just click on the stadium name. We're sharing with Bayern's second team and under 19 side. We need our own facility, so the stadium is coming along very, very well and good. That's actually going to be ready for next year as well, I think, at some stage. But yeah, that's kind of taken all the money away, so we don't have a lot of money to spend. So it'd be interesting to have that little bit of a talk. I'm thinking personally that maybe we probably get these 2 boys back in. Just maybe. It'd be interesting to see what they want actually while we're here. Liverpool want him just to come in for 70% of his fee. That's fine. And Yeppy, they want only 90% of his fee, and that's it. Man, both of them could be in for, both of them could come back in for relatively cheap fees, considering we've got money in the club to get their wage on. So that's maybe a chat we'll have in just a second as well. I feel like the last place we are going to go here, YouTube. I am rambling a little bit. It's an 11-hour stream. I am dead to the world. Oscar Rosero, 15 years of age, was recommended to me in a scout. Just maybe the best 15-year-old you're ever going to see. 600k this guy cost me. So, yeah, we've already spent money. And Oscar Rosero is that guy. A youth regen from America di Cali. He's got 20 bravery, 15 tackle, 17 marking, and 15 jumping reach at 15 years of age. So, yeah, we may have just signed one of the best centre-backs you're ever going to see on Football Manager. I see these guys after these few games. It might be a different day. It depends how long I can continue going forward because my brains are pretty mushed. But I think Oscar Rosero is going to be a fantastic player. there's definitely a case to be said that we should re-loan back in Batten and Yeppy. And the squad's in a good spot. It'd be interesting to see what we do. But we are going up as champions of the second Bundesliga. And we now need to start preparing for the Bundesliga proper. Welcome back, YouTube. Officially champions now of the second Bundesliga. You got to see it right at the end. Patrick holding the trophy aloft. We did beat Bielefeld to officially grab the title. I thought we were officially done, but apparently we weren't till this game here. Just dominated them. Just shows you when they're one of the better teams in the comp and we've gone 60% of the ball, 16 shots, 9 on target and gone ballistic, then yeah, you know we're good. Yet again, Yeppy and Batten playing unbelievably well in the middle of the park. I'm leaning definitely towards just getting him in for another year. Probably Liam Hossier and Ollie and Wacko probably do not like that, but at the end of the day, I feel like we need to build a team without spending too much money that's going to keep us up. And 2 guys on a loan that is free for fee, but we just have to pay money is just, yeah, so it is what it is. Patrick Stella, mate. By the way, we just rejected a 10 mil bid from ATP for him. Liverpool and Hoffenheim both want him. I do not want to sell. I'm going to offer a deal here quickly. He doesn't want to because he wants to go to Liverpool, but as long as we're automatically promoted and Hoffenheim don't bid 7.25 million anytime soon, we can... what was I going to say? We can obviously don't need to worry about it because we're already in the highest division. So then we will keep Patrick as well. But yeah, officially champions now. And we're back to recap the last 3 games of the season and explain a bit more what we're going to do with the squad. Welcome back, YouTube, to episode 24. And we have this lovely old screen that they get on FM. The end of season review. We are going up as champions, as you guys already know. We will recap the last few games of the season, of course. But let's just click through this really quickly. As you can see, the new arrivals, boys, look pretty good. Graham was the star man for the year. I definitely think that's definitely the case. Got 27 goals in 33 appearances, 30 starts, 3 off the bench. In goal, according to the league, every 89 minutes because the bench performance is not bad. Andrew, by the way, has just been called up to the Wales World Cup squad, which is fantastic as well. Joseph Mares, I think, has probably been one of the standouts. The Czech man has been capped a couple of times. In disappointing news, Morales is growing absolutely unbelievable. I don't know what's the Uruguayan boss's problem with him. He just dropped him from the World Cup squad. A guy this good is probably arguably their best player, and they dropped him. That makes no sense. Tobias obviously came in as well. We know about Francisco Ortega. He looks pretty fantastic. Apparently wanted at the moment by Hanover 96, who also come up with us. I'm not going to sell him there. As you can see, we did finish top, which is fantastic. But if we go all the way down, we did finish off the season. You can't see it, so I guess we're going to do it on another screen. And of course, in DFL Pokal, we finished in the quarterfinal. We lost to Dortmund 3-2 in a very crazy game as well. Moments to remember, moments to forget. If the game was to click across, apparently a 9-1 win in the DFL Pokal was our biggest win, probably right. Match to remember was a 2-0 win against Hanover. We did play unbelievably well. They did not do nothing in that. And goal of the season was scored by Jay Hess in the 34th minute versus Heidemann in a 5-3 win. We may go check that one there out as well. Our best starting 11 in this 4-3-3 false 9 was Vincent, Burden, Morales, Mares, Patrick, Ollie over Yeppy, interesting, and Batten, Anderson, J. Hess, and Graham O'Shea. I would say yeah and no. I would say probably I would be picking Yeppy and Ortega, but that is fine. Blum, Aaron broke the record for the most clean sheets in a season, and we're about to drop him, which is fantastic. Graham O'Shea won a lot of club awards, fans player, young player, signing of the year, top goal scorer. Most assists was Batten from those corners, of course, and Patrick completed the most amount of passes in there. But apparently we did not win an award in the league. Interesting as well. Best ever 11. They want us to play. Simon plays from the lower levels of the domestic game. No. Play defensively solid football. Maybe. Play possession. Make the most of set pieces. I'll try. Play high tempo. We can do all that. That is really, really weird. They want me to avoid relegation. That is the goal. Avoid relegation. I don't want me going down first year. Wow, that's going to be a very hard year. Not just attempt to avoid. They want me to avoid relegation. Can we negotiate a couple of these? Like, this one, no. The rest I'm happy to do. Whatever. I don't understand this one here at all. Look, lower levels if I can, but I'm going to be signing more from abroad anyway. That makes no sense to me. Anyway, yeah, go to Salzburg in Austria. Why not? It's a lovely little place. And then we'll recap the results here very quickly as well. And if we can go to the club info screen, general and results, as you can see, we finished off the season with a 2-0 win against Bielefeld. We then drew 1-0 to Hanover in a game that was very tight. We then won 3-0 to Action before a 6-3 crazy game to finish against Wolfsberger, who tried to keep themselves up. Never did. Graham O'Shea scored 4 goals in that game. Always love to see it as well. We just looked really, really good. End of team season meeting, discuss the plans for next season. Before you all go away, well done, and not being involved in the relegation battle will be our likely target. Why are you putting all that pressure on us? It's not fair. I disagree. I think we can achieve. It doesn't seem fair. So the boys were motivated now. It doesn't seem fair. Alright. I always promise about youngsters because we've got a very young squad. Makes sense. Now we are going to talk about the squad itself. So that is your starting 11. Arguably maybe your best one. I think Mars was suspended for that last game, wasn't he? I think that is arguably your best starting 11 on paper. Probably Vincent. Touch and go between him and Miller, to be fair. People that won't be here is Garcia, De Freitas. So you're already looking for another centre-back and probably another backup winger. However, we've got guys in and around the club that can definitely do a job. If you look at the club info screen, general, you know that you got Christopher Zetti, who is a 16-year-old 2-star player already with 5-star potential. The 19s, by the way, have just done the double cup and under-19 double for the second year in a row. This guy has got 9 goals at a 7.82 and 13 assists this year. I wouldn't say he's your out-and-out winger, but I would say that he's probably worth having a look at. That is for sure. Maybe we find one anyway, but Christopher Zetti could be a guy. Then we're looking at centre-back, and no one really has come through to say, oh my God, be centre-back, please. I'm not going to get Garcia back. He's too good to bring back. Andrew has to be nailed on in this centre-back role, of course. He does look fantastic, does Andrew. But we need someone else in there. In terms of the rest of the team, I think we're just the starting 11 here is really good. Just a question, would you bring Batten and Yepi back? I think we do. I honestly think we do, because I think that is just worth doing. In the Bundesliga, they're going to develop. I'm happy playing him as a deep line playmaker and support as a regular starter. Liverpool are happy with that. I'm happy with that. Fantastic. Thank you very much. And I think Yepi, who's here for 12k a week, getting him in here, he's worth 67 to 79 million, unreal, 19k a week. I'm happy with that as well. I just think it makes so much sense. These guys are the guys that we've brought in, helped us build the club, and get us up to the Bundesliga. I feel like it would be a big miss to not bring them back in for our first season in the Bundesliga. Batten, Yepi, Patrick just all understand how they play football so well. That midfield three is Bundesliga ready. So if we can keep that midfield free, keeps a nice strong base in the middle of the park. We've got Bird and Morales who are together. Bird, by the way, is wanted by a few clubs. He has got a 10 mil release fee. So be it. We'll be okay. So I feel like next year, if we're going to sign anyone, it's an outstanding, when I mean an outstanding left back. I don't want to sign a centre-back per se, but I wouldn't mind a centre-back obviously coming in, because we do have Oscar Rosero, but he doesn't come until 2029. It's 2026, for goodness sake. So it's 3 years down the track. So maybe a centre-back with a bit of potential sounds like not too bad. Or maybe we just, when Berger comes back, Berger can just be the 4th choice. If we're ever desperate, go sit there, Berger. It's probably something we would do. The game's obviously loading in as well. Martin Aguirre does not join until the 1st of the 1st. So we've got 6 months away from Martin Aguirre, who will provide the centre-back cover. Obviously, at 18, going to be an outstanding right-back, the Argentinian. And then, lucky last, Reece Artis is already up to 12 1-on-1s, looking fantastic as well. And you compare him to Bloomberg. I've done this before. I've done this again. Bloomberg's a better shot stopper. Sorry, apparently Bloomberg isn't a better shot stopper. I think he is. And Artis hasn't got the distribution of the aerial, but the thing about Artis is mentally and his communication is so switched on, plays for Australia, and mentally, look at him, he's a much better keeper. I just feel like Reece Artis will grow into a world-class keeper, where Bloomberg's kind of at his level. So expect Reece Artis to start. So next year, you're looking at a team like Reece Artis. Maris probably keeps his spot. That back four probably is the same with Reece Artis in goals. That midfield three, those two and a striker all stay the same. It's really nice. Just on the bench, you're probably looking maybe for a better backup striker for Graham O'Shea. don't want to be using Ortega as a striker than a backup striker, do you really? Zabias can obviously play the role. JS may want to leave, and maybe we just get rid now that, we're up. And I do love the guy, but he's probably at his level. Zabias obviously got a lot of growth, but, it could be the backup false nine, could be in here. I think it's not a bad time to maybe search for a backup false nine because the system works so well. And then, you got a backup keeper into Tobias. You got to have another keeper anyway. I think we're in a very good spot, YouTube, without umming and ahhing too much. I just think that when we look at this team, that starting 11 is sorted. I feel like we've got a good centre-back. We've got a great left-back option. We've got two really good centre-mids in Naoki Wacko, and Ollie Christopherson. We got Liam Hossian to come back in as well. Zabias can play either side. JS can play left wing if we need to. But I think YouTube, it's really just a spot where we're in a very good spot. If we find the right youngster, which is on the cheap, because we've only got $4 million to spend in the budget. This season's been really horrid for us in terms of selling on periods. I do not mind if we, only sign a couple of youngsters and we just keep that core 11 to really keep us up. Anyhow, though, next time we see each other, we'll go through the transfers, and it will be a recap of how we started in the Bundesliga. Till then, though, YouTube, I'll see you next time. Give it a like, go subscribe. We're up as champions. Give it a like for that. And as always, links down below to come follow us live on YouTube. See you next time. Thank you and goodbye.